Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Flying 90.
51, Mike 51.
Go.
All day. Every roll. West.
Check 26. Be alert.
Check.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's it, baby.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike 51. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Go 14.
You go tight. You got tight right there.
Check.
This is Carson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
SOS. Jam. Watch out.
Here's Carson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Tackle made by Tanner Vallejo.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
All go special.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Wilson hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
I'm coming back.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Four down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, that's going to be a long day. Hey, switch gears.
This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no thought to bring. This one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. I'm coming for you. You mine. Under crush.
Check.
36. Check 52.
On second down now. It's Carson. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
43's the
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. They'll run on first down. Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
One left, one left.
Hey, let's go.
On second down, it's Carson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
95, 95.
I'm going to run you over.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Right, ready?
51, Mike 51.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Tempo, tempo, right.
On first down, Wilson. He's going to go up top for end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
This is Grant. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Here we go.
A gain of 10, first down Arizona. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. First down, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Here we go, here we go. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
Murray now on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
It's our time.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Corey Grant, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off, it's J.J. Wilcox.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Check 43.
On first down, it's Grant, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. On first and 10, here's Murray. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Murray. They're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. 22 yards there, a first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
Nice pass that time by the number 1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff.
Right there, 54. Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Rush in. Rush.
Bang out, bang out, bang, bang.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he's got this down to the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
0, 0, 0.
Let's see what you got.
14, 14, Friday.
43 is the mic. Slow.
I smell fear in that offense.
Good touch.
From the gun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Move 15.
51's the mic.
14.
On first down, it's Carson, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D.
Alert, 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 alert.
It's going to be a long day.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Watch the run.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Let's go, baby.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay, but in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign last year, but then broke his foot in Week 13 and was shut down the rest of the way.
Check 9, check 9.
64. Weak.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Cut. Kill.
Zebra.
Check 4.
66. Bullet. Ha.
49. Check 49.
Here's Wilson, operating from the gun, being chased out left. He'll run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
19.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Watch twist.
Watch the edge.
Check 24. Check 24.
Got it.
Wilson, after the play fake to Carson. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's into a net today.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey, watch edge.
Check 50.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. Room here to run. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 33 and a first. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Action. 51's Mike. Mike 51.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got
Operating from the gun. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just...
They can run it back inside later.
He's going to air it. He got his man complete. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. To throw is Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run. It's Drake. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
First down, Arizona.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Deuce. 25, check 25, check. Go.
Now a give, right side. Grant. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, baby.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Murray now on first down. This one caught by Isabella. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. Murray now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ziggy Ansah, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
52, Mike, 52.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check 50, check 50.
A big spot now for the rookie Murray. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
Short. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. I got him.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Fighting room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have recovered. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Oh, he's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check it back.
Let's go.
Check.
They run it with Carson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Watch twist.
Right back to him on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
Watch the
back and watch the
19.
Big gas.
Booster team.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, so that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
18.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Looking for the end. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Here we go.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go play action here on 1st down. Now a desperation. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
What you got?
Now Murray off play action. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down. Murray. And an alley to run. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
To throw again on second down. Murray. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Let's go.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. On 1st and 10, Murray. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
I'm coming.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.